Hi, YouTube. How are you? Hola. I'm so happy to be here. Today, I wanted to talk about how to change your life. If you missed my last video, make sure you go watch it over here. Enchanting. Yay. so, I'm Gianni. I help women create a life that enchants them. I help them cultivate a life that is, I call it the art of living enchantingly. And it means that your life delights you, that your life is magical, that you feel like you're creating happiness and bliss every day in your love, in your money, in your confidence. Those are the three areas that I really like to talk about. So, thank you so much for being here with me. And this is how you actually create real changes in your life. So, whenever you want something new, you can't assume that your past is related to where you're going. So, a lot of people think that they're limited in what they can create in their lives and what they can bring in, call in, manifest in based on their history, right? So, for example, I'm a Latina. I can't live in that kind of neighborhood, right? No one in my family has ever had a house like that. Or I can't drive that car, or I can't have this much money. Whatever it is that you want has nothing to do with who you are now or who you've been. So, when deciding what you want to create, never limit yourself based on your past. The past is gone, it no longer exists, it's only alive. If you keep reinforcing that within yourself, it's irrelevant. The second thing is that you can't necessarily figure it out from this vantage point. Albert Einstein once said that you can't solve a problem from the same energy that created it. The way that you solve a problem is through solution energy, right? So if you're thinking about the current circumstances and what's actually going on, you're never going to get to the outcome that you desire. For example, if you are trying to lose weight, that's a common one. As long as you retain the identity of, let's use my name, Gianni, who's trying to lose weight, you will always be in the state of trying to lose weight. Unless you identify as Gianni, who is at her ideal weight, or Gianni, who is naturally thin, or whatever it is, answer that for you. When you create that identity for yourself, then the how, the pathway to get you there is going to draw you in, and that it'll reveal itself to you, and then it will be permanent. So what happens is that when you change, when you keep your identity of I need to lose weight, I am losing weight, what happens is that you're always in that state. And even when you manage to lose a few pounds, if you do, it's going to be difficult probably, and you're going to gain it back guaranteed, because you're always going to need to lose weight. So when you're already thin, then what happens is that you're already thin. You don't need to lose weight, even when the weight is on. You have to embody the version of you that's becoming the solution. Once you're in the solution, then your whole perspective shifts and you're able to see what you weren't able to see when you were just trying to lose weight. Think of it like this. When let's say that you lose your keys, right? You don't know where they are and you're like, "Oh, I lost my keys. I lost my keys." When you're just like, "Oh, it'll be fine." Because you got out of problem energy, you realize they were in your pocket all along and you're like, "Oh, they were right here," right? It happens with sunglasses. They're on your head and you're not even thinking about it because you're in problem energy. But once you get to solution energy, you realize that they were on your head the whole time. You realize they was in your pocket the whole time. And that's how creation works. That's how you manifest changes in your life. So what I do is that I help women create a life that enchants them. I created this program that I call the Queen of Enchantment, and it's cultivating the art of living an enchanted life, the art of creating magic in everything you do, in your money, in your love life, and in your confidence, right? So I help women go from exhausted and unfulfilled to thriving and creating unshakable confidence within themselves. Because we discover what your enchantments are, what those desires are, and we get you out of problem energy. And so, if that's you, if you want to create a life that enchants you, make sure that you click on the description box in the link below that's in the description box so that we can talk about what the options are for working together. So, I used to be a person that was really miserable. I was a victim to my life. I thought that my life was dictated not only by my past, but also by the choices other people, such as my husband, were making for me. And so I thought that I would never get out of that. And so once I got coaching and I discovered the art of coaching, I got into coaching because I wanted to save my marriage. It had been destroyed by infidelity. And once I started getting coaching, I realized that I was the perfect puzzle piece in my life to all the problems in my life. It was like it clicked. Oh, the reason I create drama in my life is because I'm dramatic. The reason I create insecure relationships, not just with my husband, but with everyone, is because I'm insecure. I have a certain way that I think, that I feel, that I act that creates these toxic situations in my life. And the biggest transformation you will ever make is going from victim to creatrix, to becoming the creator of your life, to having a magic wand and saying no. So I see life like a switchboard. Um, kind of like, I'm not sure what they call it necessarily, but you know how the electrical unit to your house has all those switches? And so, even though I've created my version of an enchanted life that I love to wake up to every single day, I wake up energized and just so excited to homeschool my son and be home with my baby and work on my business and take care of my house and my family. That is what my dream was. That might be different for you, right? It's not about what the outcome is. It's about creating what it is for you, right? Feeling secure in myself, feeling love within myself, having a beautiful marriage. Those things are what really, really matter to me, right? And so, um, I realized that I had to become the change, right? I had to become the creator. And it's not always easy. And so the power of coaching is that it's someone who's not so close to your situation, who's showing you your blind spots. And the Queen of Enchantment is about literally knowing how to switch that, right? So even though I feel like I have my wonderful life, I'm still constantly upgrading, constantly. It never ends, right? Because when you reach your max, that version of you wants different things, right? If you already have $1 million, we're like, well, I'm a millionaire, so now I want to be a decamillionaire. You're always upgrading. And so I'm always just selecting a new reality. So you're not going from I'm overweight to I'm losing weight, right? You don't have to create this transition. You're jumping straight to I'm naturally thin. I'm a thin person. I am balanced. I'm healthy. I'm thin. I'm at my ideal weight. You go straight to the new thing that you want to cultivate. You're just selecting someone new, and it's not attached to all the baggage in between of where you've been. It's almost just like switching the switch on the electrical board, right? It'll turn something off and you turn something else on. You're like, nope, I don't want that. I want this. And you turn it on. Doo-doo-doo. And if something doesn't exist, you decide to have it, you claim it, you create it. And when someone else has something that you would like to experience, you add it to your switchboard, you turn it on, and you just decide. You become the creatrix in your life, and you choose to have what you want. This is scientific. This is the law of assumption. This is quantum physics. This is how life works. You've been doing it your whole life. You've just been doing it in a dormant state. You don't realize you're doing it. And so what I do is that I show you where you are, who you've been, so that you can then create the magic that you want to be. You want to be the Queen of Enchantment who can just cultivate and create out of thin air all the wonderful desires that you want, the riches that you want, the fortune, the legacy, the fulfillment in your career, the everlasting love in your marriage, and all those beautiful things that you deserve to have. If that is you, if you are called to come on this 4-month journey with me, click on the button below. so we can chat and see if we're a good fit to work together. It's my favorite thing to do, and I love serving you. And thank you so much for being here and watching my video. Until next time, bye.